Well, g'day! This is Rob from Garden's Fresh Homestead, eating fresh to your plate. And today, on the 27th of September, we're down here at our Desiree potato raised garden bed, and we've got 3 beds to harvest here this morning. But before I get going, if you are a real human being and not fake AI views and fake subs, can you give this big potato video harvest thumbs up on the way in and write your thoughts and comments down below? We really much appreciate it. Last the other week we harvested 260 royal blue potatoes from 40 potatoes. That's 6.5. That is my best ever on the homestead. Absolutely amazing times. And it just keeps getting better and better. Another bowl full of cherry tomatoes. Amazing. Our first zucchini, blackjack zucchini for the year. Amazing. And this is our fifth bowl of mulberries in the past week. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. An amazing time to be alive on the homestead. All my fruit trees are going gangbusters. My nectarines. I've got my honeybees. They're going great. It's just amazing time to be alive. All my corn, my watermelon and rockmelon, they're just going gangbusters. Okay, so without further ado, we have three raised garden beds here at 1.8 meters long by 900 wide, and we're going to dig them all up and see what we got. All right, let's dig all this mulch back and see what we can get here. Right. Oh, see one right there. Awesome. All right, get my trusty wheelbarrow. All right, as you can see, one just came up, was right at the top. Awesome. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can fill this wheelbarrow up again. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Couple little baby ones there. These are Desire ones. All right. All right, it's about 10 to 8 in the morning, Saturday morning here. Yeah, the first 2 holes, yeah, not too bad. All right. If you've got any thoughts, and write them in the comments down below. I'll read them out live for free. No super chats. I'm not here to sell you 10% off the product. No commissions here. Just straight back gardening. Okay. Well, those first 2 holes were a bit average at 1 or 2 per hole. Not the best. Yes. Okay. Okay, a couple of small ones. Yeah, not too bad. Now, I wonder if because my massive car trailer here is blocking the sun, it's not getting much sun. The soil is nice and moist, so that'd be an interesting factor because further down, it was getting all the sun, afternoon sun. most of the day. Okay. And don't forget, in a couple of weeks' time, we've got 5 different ways to harvest your Pontiac red potatoes. Stick around for that episode. It's going to be awesome. Cheers. Saturday morning, coffee live. The Garden Fresh Homestead. Okay, that's 4 holes done. A bit poor, a bit average. Okay. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, very small, but not really that good. But still good eating, you know. Everything is worth keeping. Ooh. Yeah, we got 4 here. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Oh, one right at the top. That's right. Okay, I've noticed that there seems to be a couple floating at the top, to whereas the royal blue potatoes didn't eventually to the top. They're always down at the bottom. Well, we've got 5 people in the live stream. Absolutely amazing. If you can write your thoughts and comments down below, how you grow your potatoes, we'd really like to hear about it. And how's your harvesting going here in Australia, or maybe overseas? It's amazing times. I got told this is all we're getting, the royal blue and the Desire. That's all we're getting. I was like, geez, you know, we were waiting to get our potatoes in stock a couple of months ago, and we should have been harvesting by then. But now, you know, the good Lord has provided us with a lot of potatoes. Okay. Moving forward. All right. Oh, that's a bit hard. Okay. I can just tilt this down and without this thing falling over. Okay, I'm not sure why. If you write those thoughts and comments down below and give those videos a big thumbs up, it'd be really much appreciated. Okay, so this is the last 4 for this bed right here. So let's see what we can get. Oh, okay. There's 1, 2. That's probably the first wormhole I've seen for this time. Very disappointing. I'm only averaging 2 per plant or so. If you've just joined, you know, the other week we harvested 260 royal blue potatoes. I averaged about 6.5. In previous years, I was lucky to get 4 to 5 per plant. So I'm doing really well this year. I think because this area is more shaded, that's why it's not getting the more potatoes. I think that's what the issue is here. If you have real good success on the homestead growing your potatoes, let me know in the comments down below what you do to get a massive harvest. Let's see. Okay. Oh, another two. Oh, that's a good chip-sized potato right there. That's awesome. The size of my hand. That's not too bad. Okay. Excuse me. And I will upload this video to my normal video after the live, because I've noticed that doing a live video is different to just posting a normal video. All right. All right. And look at that, Mr. Wormy. Mr. Wormy wants to be in the video too. The soil's nice and moist. You can know the soil's helpful when you've got worms in the garden, and that's what it's all about. I'll just put him back. It's been a bit disappointing, two per plant, really. I'll just show you. Okay. Yeah, not the best. Walk it back a bit. Okay. I really appreciate the people that are staying in the video at the moment. It really means heaps for me. You know, just a small content creator, just doing my own thing, and not asking for people for any money. I'm not here to sell you a product. I'm just selling you, if I can garden, you can too, with very little effort. All I did with those 260 potatoes, I put a bit of garden lime, I put blood and bone, and earth life rock minerals, and that's all I did, and coffee grounds. Speaking of coffee, let me have another sip. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for the 6 people that are in this live stream right now. Don't be afraid to write your thoughts and comments down below. If you're gaining something out of this, awesome. That's what it's all about. Free gardening. You know, gardening is not cheap, but growing is for free. You know, a lot of money's been spent on these raised garden beds, doing amendments, building them, but over a couple of years, you'll get your money back with satisfaction and know where your product has come from. That's what it's all about. All right, less harping, and we'll dig this back. Okay. Okay, 2, 4, 5. There's 5 potatoes here that are coming to the surface, to whereas the royal blue, none went to the top. So I don't like that. Okay, I'm going to dig under. Let's see what we can get. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. What have we got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not too bad. Awesome. Little baby ones. Okay. Maybe I'm not seeing it. I don't know what's going on. I've never had people to stay and watch my live streams all the time. I can't see anything at all. Okay, very strange indeed. Okay. We're getting there slowly. Yeah. Again, very poor, very small sized potatoes. Only one wormhole in them so far, which is a good sign. Because in previous years I had a lot of wormholes. There's one more. Okay, we're getting there. One, two, okay. Three, dope. Accidentally pierced one. You're always going to pierce some potatoes. You really need to get under. You need to get under it. Sometimes you just cannot at all. For the 4 people that are watching so far in the live stream, can you give this video, Potato Raised Garden, a thumbs up on the way in, and write your thoughts and comments down below what you do to grab the biggest harvest you possibly can. What are your steps and preps? Mine are very basic. And I said 10 minutes ago that, our local nursery got into potatoes. This is what we're getting. We changed suppliers. I was like, geez, because I wasn't really a fan of the Royal Blue and the Desire. And that's all we had. That's all we got. And then a few weeks later, they got the Pontiac ready, and I was like, awesome. So I grabbed all 6 bags, took them all for myself. But sometimes the good Lord will praise you and give you what you want if you just wait and be patient. And that's what it's all about. Sometimes you don't get a big harvest each year. All right, we're getting there. All right. All right. There's another 2 up here going to the top. Very, very strange. Very strange indeed. Okay. It's so hard to do this. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. But you see, wormhole there. Yeah. I've noticed that there's very little wormholes on all of these. Same with my 260 potatoes the other week. I think I only had like a handful of potatoes that only had the wormholes in them. Still good at eating. Just cut it off, and you're still good to go. That's a good sized chip potato. Awesome. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, there's another 2. Another 2 that you didn't have, just because you only get a couple per plant. It's not the end of the world, but 2 is better than 0. You plant 1, you gain 2 back. So That's my thought process on it. All right. We got 4 there. Let's get under it. Let's see what we can get. Okay. Yeah, just a nice little size boulder. One more. Geez, this soil is very compacted. Even though I've sifted it over many years, I've turned them over, and yeah. All right, so there's another 2 potatoes for the keeper. Yeah, very disappointing harvest at the moment. This wasn't my desired potato to buy, but that's all they had. So it's better than zero. We're gaining something for free. That's what it's all about. All right. All right. For the people that are still here or may have joined, look at this: a bowl full of cherries, a blackjack zucchini, another bowl full of mulberries. Amazing time to be alive, you know, all for free. You know, you put very little effort in it, and Mother Nature just rewards you with all this. That's what it's all about. I don't know what's going on in the comment section. I'm not ignoring you. If people are just sitting back watching, having their coffee or juice or beverage, if you can write that thoughts and comments down below, it'd be really much appreciated, and I will respond live. All right, so we're done our second raised garden bed. We're going on to our last. So I'll just show you what we've got so far. Rolled on. Look at that. More potatoes coming to the surface. I don't like that when they come to the surface, even though when you've dug them down, there's the mother plant, you know, 6 to 8 inches deep. For some strange reason, a royal blue never came to the surface. None of them. But these Desires are doing that. Same with the Dutch cream I found. What potatoes do you like, and what is the best to grow? I'd really like to hear about it. comments down below. All right. All right, we'll move you forward. All right, here we go. Try to best I can. All right. And all this sugarcane mulch, I'm going to put it onto other plants. I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to turn it in. This bed here will be more watermelon, rockmelon, and corn probably. What do we get? Come on. Oh, look at that. Yes. There's my size, a hand. There. But it does have a couple of wormholes. Okay. Another 4. Yeah, you can see a couple more holes, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm not that fussed. You just cut around it. It's all good eating. Another one hiding. I had to go back the other week and find another half a dozen or so, another 10 in those 4 raised garden beds. Right. About here. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the 7 people that are watching so far. It's really appreciated. Amazing times to be alive in this world, in struggling times. That's what it's all about. Is this not living on the system and just growing your own fruit and veg for free, knowing where it all comes from. What you've planted, what you've done to it to make them grow, and to use very little or no insecticide or pesticide, and just use natural products that actually work. Please forgive me about these screaming kids next door. They are not my kids. Rest assure you of that. No, 2 more. All right. Okay, well, we've got 6 more holes to go. Let's see what we can get. Interesting times. Let's see what we can do. All right. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. This half a dozen. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. Rightio. There's 8 potatoes in that one plant. Awesome. Good size store-bought potatoes right here in your own backyard for free. Interesting. I think I only stopped about here when I did all my my coffee granules over the plant. So I was working my way down, and I never reached from here back, I believe. I only did the lime, the blood and bone, the rock minerals, and there I just wanted to do the coffee grounds. So I think the coffee grounds, and because my monster race trailer here is blocking most of the sun out, so I think that's what the issue is. But oh, these are okay. All right. What have we got here? What have we got here? All right. Whoa. Okay, another half a dozen potatoes. Um, it's interesting, from where the race trailer starts, I'm starting to get at least half a dozen, to whereas back, I'm getting two per plant, or maybe three at best. Write your thoughts down below. What do you do to get a great harvest? The steps. What amendments do you put in? Where do you face your raised garden bed? You know, yeah, strange. I did this massive raised garden bed all the way down there, all the way up here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 raised garden beds at 1.8 long. Yeah, again, a couple of big ones or medium size, and a couple of baby ones, and again, wormholes. I only had like a handful of them on my raw blue. Um, oh, just pierced one. Just accidentally pierced one. I wish I had a potato harvesting machine and I can get right under them. That'd be awesome to have my own machine, but we are in suburbia, of course, but I really like to have my own massive property and just grow my own fruit and veg, and just just sell a bit here and there, so I can live on my own accord. Amazing times to be alive. But the other week, after 3 raised garden beds, this was nearly 3/4 full. This wheelbarrow right here. So it's amazing. You can get a big harvest. You can come here and get bugger all. Again, gardening is not cheap, but growing is for free. And sometimes the good Lord above only gives you certain things for the year. Sometimes it's overabundance. Sometimes it's a pittance. And that's what you got to wait for, and just grow your own and preserve, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. All right, we've got 3 holes to go. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, another big one. Not too bad. Not too bad for the keeper. You can see it. You can see it right here. Another wormhole. Oh, I don't get it. You'd think that over there past my wheelbarrow, there would have been heaps of wormholes, to whereas here, there's been many. So, write your thoughts and comments down below what you might think it is. All right, I'm going to move you forward here. Let's see what I can do here. All right. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Monster. Ooh. Okay, there's 4. What else have we got here? A couple of baby ones. Yeah, you can see that this one has just been absolutely decimated, this baby one. Yeah, more wormholes, and nursing a couple of reasonable size and a couple of small ones, whereas the raw blue were mostly mediums and bigs. Here we go. All right, there's 2. 3. Got 4 there. Got 4. There's 5. Okay. Okay, that's the last of it. The law of averages is pretty dismal this morning. I'm not really impressed, but I'm still not complaining. It's still food that's going to last for a good several months. Just I wish it was more. Okay, so I'll just show you at the moment. Where are we? There. Oh, I can show you. It's a bit hard when you're a one-man band show. Just trying to do your own thing here. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, there's probably 50 there, I'm guessing. We'll tip this out and we can count together. Okay. All right. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 72, 74, 76, 78, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 96, 96 plus these, I'll call that 100. Okay, so we planted 40, we've got 100, so maybe 2.5 per plant. Very, very dismal on the homestead, but still good eating, still good, a good harvest that's going to last us for many, many months. Not my desired pick, potatoes that I wanted, but that's all the store had in stock. You know, I was like, oh, because I wanted my Pontiac Red and my Dutch cream potatoes. That's my main staple. And we're just, sorry, we're waiting on the supplier, waiting. We got to June, we got to May. It's like, when are these potatoes coming in stock? I should have been harvesting my potatoes by then. And then I finally got a phone call in June saying, we've got them in stock. Oh, is that all you got? Yeah, sorry. And because I've had these in the past and they weren't the best growing, but hey, I had to take what I had to get. But the Royal Blue just outperformed themselves. Absolutely amazing. So I won't be buying these again. They're just not for me. I just don't see the results, especially when I've done exactly the same in that raised garden bed all the way down here. The only thing I can think of is it wasn't getting much sun. It was more shade than sun, and I didn't put the coffee granules on them. That's the only thing I can put it down to why these didn't really perform. But write your thoughts and comments down below what you might think it is. So in the coming weeks, we're going to do our last potato harvest for the season. 5 different ways to harvest your Pontiac Red potatoes. In a raised garden bed, a 20-litre container, in a cardboard box, a raised planter box, and a round black Hessian bag. And we're going to see what performs better. Same conditions, same soil, same treatment, and we're going to see what we can get. That's what it's all about. I'll put the link in the description below so you can watch me plant all these potatoes and follow me on this journey of growing your own fruit and veg for free. You know, gardening is not cheap, but growing is for free. Keep that in mind, folks. You know, our homestead is going gangbusters at the moment. That plant is a big tree. I've got like 20 pineapple plants. They're just growing at the moment. Absolutely amazing time to be alive. My peaches are coming, my nectarines are coming on strong. I've got 3 little plants of them. My apples, my honeybees are going strong. Hopefully within the next month or so, we're going to be harvesting our first ever honey on the homestead, and I just cannot wait to just taste real raw honey. It's amazing. It tastes different from what you get in the stores. So I'm going to re-upload this video to my normal video. For some strange reason, there's a lot of people been watching this time around compared to the last video I did live, but no one's commenting. So maybe the settings are not right. I'm not ignoring people. I'll watch the video again, and if anyone's commented, I will reply to your comments and tag you in. I haven't ignored anyone. There's something wrong with the settings. Very strange that people have stayed on this long, but very much thank you, appreciated for supporting this channel. An unknown channel. I've been doing this for a couple of years and struggling to get people to comment and stay supportive. That's what it's all about. I'm not here to sell you a product. I'm not here to, get 10% off and for me to get a commission. I don't do that. I'm just out here to show you if I can garden and get a harvest, you can too, with very little effort. So I'm going to leave it there. And you can give this Desiree potato raised garden bed a huge big thumbs up on the way out. We really much appreciate it, and write your thoughts and comments after the video is ended. That would really help this channel to grow. Without your support, this channel cannot grow. So until then, either grow big or go to the shops. Thank you very much again for watching at Gardens Fresh Homestead. Bye for now.